Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. It is the weekend. I want to say good morning to Dana for turning on the lights. Thank you. G-Key Man, maybe in and out a little bit. I know, let's see, he says he's on the road. Rune International, good morning. Alpha Centauri, Guten Tag. Let's see, who else do we have here? We got Ronald, good morning, sir. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Pocket Women, good day to you down under. Who else do we have? Anthony, good morning. Night Owl, good morning. Yes, you made it back from the Big Blue store just in time. I commented earlier that I was running early and could have stopped by my Big Blue store, but I didn't for some reason. Let's see, who else do we have here? Dave Addion, good morning. James Randolph, good morning. Let's see, who else do we have here? Yeah, talking about the weather, it's one of those. It's one of those days today where it's perfect weather to be inside on the couch under a blanket with a couple cats. Yeah, definitely for sure. Let's see. Ken _ good morning. Bears back, good morning. Fonzie, good morning. Newhouse, what's up to you? Let's see here. Got a lot of people here today. I feel kind of bad because I really don't have a whole lot of content for today. But we're hanging out, we're doing stuff, talking about stuff, so, you know, it works out. It's been a busy week here. My God, it's been a busy week. Yeah, big projects. See, this past Monday, the boss and I installed an exit device with surface mount vertical rods on a door. That was a project for sure. Went pretty smoothly though. Not too much. Did a bunch of rekeys. Installed some Schlage encodes this week, which, by the way, if you're looking for an encode, it's gonna be difficult. If you find some, let me know. All of our distributors are out. Like, all the distributors we've contacted them, you know, the ones we regularly use, and then we've contacted some in New York, actually, and they didn't have any. We just can't get them. And the word down the pipeline is that there's about a 20-week lead time from the time that Schlage gets them to get them out to distributors. So we're looking probably 1st of March before we can actually get back to stocking where we were. And it's not just us as a locksmith, because like I mentioned last week, we do, we average selling / and or installing roughly 5 to 10 encodes a week. And it's good money for us. So unfortunately we don't have that, or it's difficult. It's difficult to have that. We have a few in stock, but once those are gone, they're gone. Unless we can find a place to get them. Let's see. Who else is here? If you ain't got nothing, start juggling. That would be a sight to be seen. It might come up to the level of super glue. Let's see. Who else do we have? Let's see. Newhouse is hoping to do a giveaway video by Monday. Cool. Seclock says they have some depending on the specific model that you want. Okay. Night Owl, it would be the BE 489, any finish or trim. just anything. We checked with our SecLock, like we logged in to our SecLock account just yesterday, in fact, and they were showing 0 availability. So if you've got a different SecLock distributor up there, yeah, we need some. Ken underscore. If you ain't got nothing, play with the cats. Kitty cam. I don't think Socks would want to come out here today. I don't know. Can't say that. She always likes coming out here. Maybe though, one day. Secure Tech, good morning. Let's see. Alan Corson, good morning, sir. Haven't seen you before, so welcome to Saturday Morning Live. Let's see, not the super glue. Yeah, the boss still has not seen me with super glue, and I only briefly explained the reference to him. Yeah. See, even Santa can't get parts. That's probably true, Rune. I mean, that's everything. Everybody we've been talking with, that we do business with, they're running into the same issues. I did a rekey and install for a guy the other day, works at a big semi-truck manufacturing plant here in the area, and he was telling me that basically what they're having to do is they're still producing new vehicles, but they're having to go to their backstock vehicles from a year or two ago and remove the chips and computer parts and stuff from those vehicles to put into the new ones so that they can have current year model vehicles to sell, brand new. So that's, I mean, and then it leaves the older ones sitting there unable to be sold, which is, pretty unfortunate. New house super glued your hand to your face. Wow. Never done that. I've spilled super glue on my face when I was about 8. Let's see. Yeah, James, the big guy up north definitely does know logistics. That's for sure. Yeah, Alan, welcome here. We basically on this live on my channel, we talk about locks, lock sport, locksmithing, anything sort of related to locks and cats. And we've got a few things to look at today. Like I said earlier, I feel kind of bad that I don't have a lot of content for today, because we were so busy. And yesterday when I left, I was just ready to leave, and there were a couple items in the trash of the truck that I meant to grab and didn't. But I was just so tired. I was ready to go. I was ready to start the weekend. Man, I tell you. Let's see here. Litter Picker, good morning. Brian Field, good morning. It's all right to be late. Let's see. So, yeah. Trying to think. It's very difficult for me to do sometimes, trying to think. Hope everybody enjoyed the videos I did on the Schlagen code and the Schlagen sense. Like I said, I did like 3 or 4 of them this week. The encodes. The sense, we don't sell as many of the Schlagen sense as we do the encode, because people are kind of wary about having to have that hub to be able to use remote access with them. But I've started, and I think I mentioned it. I've started asking people, hey, are you, if somebody's looking for an electronic deadbolt, I'll say, are you an Apple person or an Android person, or do you have a mix of the two, or what? And just in case, if we're able to get some Schlage Sense models in, 'cause I think we've got a couple. I know we've got the Connect, which are the ones that use the Z-Wave. They're either, you can get one that's Z-Wave and one that's Zigbee, to be able to work with stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's just a hard deal to get a hold of stuff now. See, Alan, maintenance from a hospital, and just finished schooling on locksmithing. Awesome. That's really cool. My dad worked as maintenance supervisor for a smaller hospital up near where I live. Did that for about 20 years, and really enjoyed it. He didn't have to do quite so much of the locksmithing, but when he was in college, he worked as maintenance for the college he went to, and did some locksmithing there. And then I picked it up a few years ago. About, God, what was it? 6 years ago now? Yeah, about 6 years ago. I wanted to learn how to pick a lock, and wound up carrying through and becoming a locksmith this year officially. And I've been working full time as a locksmith since July. Learned quite a lot in the last 6 months, for sure, or 5 months. But yeah, we've got locksmiths and lock sporters, lock pickers, lock collectors, everybody from all over the world. Stop by here. We talk about stuff. If there's something that you ever want me to look at or explain or explore with you on a live, then leave it in the chat, send me an email or a Twitter message, and we'll see what we can do, because it's all about helping each other out. So yeah, glad you're here. Yeah, Night Owl, the BE 489s. My boss, he called, let's see, Locks NY, actually, he and I talked the other day, and he actually sent me his distributor's information, said for IDN, and IDN up there in New York, and said, yeah, he's showing some. So my boss called yesterday and called the guy. And the guy's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong item number. They're all back ordered. And the boss said, well, if you find some hidden in a warehouse, give me a call. Here's my contact information, blah, blah, blah. And the rep said, cool, what, finish or trim are you looking for? And my boss said, yes. If there's a pallet of them somewhere, let him know, because he will buy them. Just because we do so much of that. Even the Lowe's Hardwares and Home Depots here are out. Like, they might have one or two, maybe somewhere, but they're online. They're all showing sold out. So yeah. Let's see. Let me look at the chat here. Let's see. That's cool, Alan. Yeah, doing a lot of locksmithing at the hospital. That's awesome. So yeah, just if you have any questions about anything, let us know in the chat. Night Owl and Rune and Pocket Women are my awesome moderators, and they will help get answers to questions. Night Owl is a walking encyclopedia of locksmithing. He can find anything, any bit of information that you should need on locks or locksmithing, he can help. Let's see. Deadbolt Cafe, good morning. Not seen you either. Welcome. Yeah, this is the shop here at the house. I don't know if you've seen it. I guess you've not seen it before, but kind of go over there. You can see all the mess that I have. Kind of crowded in here. One day after the first of the year, one live that we'll be doing will be another shop cleaning and reorganizing. Also, I'm going to do a video on my little kit bag. I think I showed you all that probably about a year ago, maybe. The little bag that I carry in the car that's got, tools and lock stuff in there. I'm gonna reorganize that, kind of reevaluate some of the stuff that I have in there and make some additions, some subtractions, just based on my experience now working as a locksmith. And one thing today that I guess we can do is I'm going to show my pick kit. I've showed this before many times, but I'm going to go over kind of what I have in here. Is very, very well-worn Southward case. I love this case. It is the perfect size for me. I don't really want anything any wider than this. This is the PXS 14 case. Holds up, great condition, very well-worn. I love it. Let's look here. Look in the chat. Yeah, I don't trust locks that can be accessed remotely and that don't have direct mechanical operation. Well, Night Owl, the Sense and the Encode do have mechanical operation. This is the Sense that we beat up a few months ago. And it does have your regular cylinder in it. As far as the remote access, I would love to see somebody try to hack it. I mean, seriously, see if that is a legitimate vulnerability. I know mostly your vulnerability for electronic locks like that is going to be things like having your crazy ex on your iCloud account, or somebody who knows you well enough and knows certain codes. Like if you have the same PIN code for your debit card, if you use that same code for the lock screen on your phone, stuff like that. I would be interested to see where, if somebody didn't know anything about you, could they electronically hack that lock? I'd really, really like to see that. Let's see. Build.com has 249 in stock. Okay, wow. All right. New house. Anyone know where to buy an impressioning gun? Never heard of a impressioning gun. New house. That's interesting. Night out, maybe. Let's see. Think it's a little garage workshop. Deadbolt Cafe. Yeah. The shop here is it's a pre-manufactured building. Normally doesn't come with all the paneling and insulation and stuff. It's just the bare four walls. Over to that side is a divider wall that the previous owner put up. He also, back here, This is actually a shower and toilet back here. I don't have water running out here right now. After a pipe burst, never got it fixed. And I probably will wait until springtime to do that. Yeah, it's nice space. Total is about 500 square feet. This section is about 250 square feet. So, yeah, a nice little shop out here. I just need to get it cleaned up. 7 a.m. and the cats woke you up. Yep. Deadbolt Cafe, yes. Cats will always wake you up. Okay. Just did videos on one. Okay, cool. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going through the chat here. I'm way behind on the chat. There's a lot of people here today for not much going on. Yeah, I've got 4 cats, and the other night, God, Aloysius dive bombed me out of nowhere. Like, he must have jumped from a 20-story building and landed directly on my stomach. It was not fun. Gumby, good morning. James Randolph could disable my remote access. Yeah, I mean, if you knock the internet out, I wouldn't have remote access. See, are you guys short on both the encode and sense, or just more just the encode? Everything. Everything's coming up short. I think that, generally speaking, the sense is not as popular as the encode, so I'm thinking that might be a better option for people who are Apple people. Same with the Connect. People who have a hub for, Google, Alexa, Amazon, whatever else there is out there. If it's not Apple, I'm really not that familiar with it, to be honest with you. If you were to hand me an Android phone and say, here, this is your lifeline to call 911, I would just have to say, well, I'm going to die. I can't use Android phones. I've tried. Let's see. Found a video of that Siri trick. Okay. 249 in stock. That's where Anthony. 249 in stock. Where? Let's see. Yeah, Deadbolt Cafe. I had one of the water pipes coming out here. Actually, almost 2 years ago now. Burst while I was at work. The ex was here. Did not do anything. Did not check. Did not say anything until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when I get the phone call. Hey, the water's like barely coming out of the faucets in the house. And I'm like, I told you to go out and look. Well, it was cold. I didn't want to. I'm single now. Let's see. Yes, 4 cats have me. That is true. Yeah, Fonzie, we're supposed to get those really strong thunderstorms later as well. See, I'm trying to scroll down through the chat here. iPhone will not charge. Well, that's not good, Ronald. Okay. I see, Anthony. Thank you. Holy crap, Fred Flintstoner. 14 inches of snow? Damn. I've not seen the last big snow that we had anywhere near here was actually before I bought the house. And we had about 8 inches of snow. Shut the whole town down for like 2 days. Let's see here. All right, so got a few cylinders to look at today. Took them off a job yesterday. You can see what kind they are, if I can hold them correctly. 2 mortise cylinders that are ASA twin maximum, if you can read that. 2 mortise cylinders and 4 lever cylinders, so we might try picking them. I don't know, we might not. But we are going to look at my pick kit before we start doing that. So let me get the camera rearranged. All right. And I just kind of want to go over, a little bit of the additions that I've made to my pick kit. Additions and subtractions and things that I will always have in my kit. Sorry, my finger's in the way while I'm getting the light turned on. Let's get that over here. Okay. So, like I said, this is my pick kit. I carry this every single day. I have since I started in Lock Sport. You can see how worn out it is. Really love it. Southward makes great stuff. But like I said, I've made some additions. So I'm actually going to take everything out because I want to organize it, putting it back in. We'll start with kind of what stays loose over here. We'll start with the picks, actually, because I know that's what some of y'all are really interested in. These are the Southward Max Picks. This is the old style of handle, which has a longer handle to it. But these are really, really good picks. They've not bent yet. I've picked a number of locks with them. They hold up in really good shape. I wish Southward would start making these handles again, just because they are a little bit longer. You can take, like, that's about the standard pick handle length. So you've got just a little bit, like maybe a 1/4 of an inch extra, but it really kind of helps to get a grip on things. This pick is the one that I probably used the most. It was just out of a cheap Chinese set that I sanded down and I polished it, and it works really, really well. This is just heat shrink for the handle. Works awesomely. Let's see. We've got just a half ball rake here. I really don't use these except on wafers. They work pretty good on wafer locks. But a lot of times, if I'm going to rake something, I'll go for this one. This was also out of that cheap Chinese set. But it works great. I mean, I polished it down with about 2,000 grit sandpaper and put some heat shrink on there, and it works awesome. So you don't have to spend, huge money on picks in order to, have good picks. Let's look here. Look at the chat here. Nico, hello, and I believe goodbye. I believe you ducked out. Let's see. Am I frozen? Let's see who else is here. Jason, good morning to you. I will be at your live today. I've got to do some cleaning. I normally turn your live on while I'm doing cleaning. Were you ever able to find any encodes for your customers? We were just talking about that a little bit ago. I saw that tweet you made earlier this week, and just wondering. Let's see. Let's look. Locks and Y. Good morning, sir. We're just talking about you earlier. Actually, the boss actually called your distributor yesterday, and he apologized, but he had been reading the wrong category or wrong part number or something, and had absolutely no encodes in stock. We told him that if he found any, let us know, we would buy them, regardless of finish or trim. But thank you for that information. Let's see. I'm not frozen. Okay, good. It was just kind of looking frozen on here. You won't be either, Jason. Okay. You will be, but okay. Got 4 people waiting on dark bronze. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can't find them. If I find a place that if we find some place that has them, I'll let you know. I'll send you a Twitter message. I know for a fact we don't have anything but nickel finish in our little stock, which is dwindling. We have the Camelot 619 like this. That's about all we have, and we don't have that many of them. Let's see. Let It Go. I've never gotten through that movie, Litter Picker. All right. Thanks, Locks and Y. Yeah, if like I was telling everybody earlier, if my boss, when he talked to the rep you sent me the information for, when he talked to him, he said, well, if you find any, sitting somewhere in the back of a warehouse, call me, let me know. And your guy said, well, what finish and trim are you looking for? And my boss said, yes. He said, whatever you've got, I'll buy it. That's just how many we do. Miko Wolf, good morning. Let's see. All right, so we'll keep looking at my picks here. I got the little snake rake or the 3-point rake, whichever you call it. The dang dude rake, I guess. That's Jason's thing. I rarely ever use this one. In fact, I'm thinking about taking it out. Just due to lack of use. It's come in handy a few times on smaller padlocks, but that's about it. This is the Sparrow's Tron, and I love this one for being a short hook. I need to get, let's see, where is it? Right here. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is pull this one out and put in my postal hook, one of the postal hooks that Ronald gave me a while back earlier this year, because there have been a few times when I've needed a really deep hook in there. Not that many. I was able to get them with this guy right here, but I'm going to carry that just to see if it comes in handy. So I'll set that one aside for now. This is a broken pick that I just sanded down really kind of thin, and it's just a all-around general pokey tool. The Pry Bar Tensioner that my buddy made, He sometimes stops by. He was here last weekend. He might be here today. I don't know. Depends. But yeah, this is what my buddy made, copying my original one, which I cannot find right here on the bench. Where is it? I've got so much. There it is. This is the original that Darkwood Picks made for me years ago. I've taken all the heat shrink off of it. This is the one that my buddy made. It's slightly thicker, and it works really, really well. Sparrows pinning tweezers, I keep those on me in my kit just because I like these better than most of the tweezers we have around the shop. Let's see. Gumby has 4 satin nickel in your Home Depot. Wow. Let's see. Triple Peak, a good one. You got to keep it. Okay. I mean, I barely used it. I'll tell you what. I will leave out the half ball and keep the Triple Peak. Because I think I've used that like twice since I've owned it in 6 years. Yeah, Dave, I did a lockout the other morning, and it was a quick set, and the knob was mounted. It was mounted like that, upside down. Not that big of a deal, but I couldn't get it to single pin pick. But with a little light tension, I just took this hook and just kind of drug it across, and it opened up for me. Let's see. Need a carbide pick for the acid cylinders. Yes, Rune, I agree. These probably wouldn't last that long against it. I might try drilling one just so I can get the experience. Let's see. Yeah, Fred, I miss Darkwood too. I actually emailed him a while back, earlier this year. We were talking about him, and he's doing okay, but he's just not doing anything video-wise. Dave, don't want to see him actually able to pick those asses, use this. Yeah. Now, if we had Lock-A-Lot, he would be able to pick these. He has picked those before. All right, new house. We'll see you next time. Maybe at Jason's. Maybe next Saturday. Let's see. Want to make some of those tensioner wrenches that slide to tension both ends. Okay, not sure what you're talking about there, Deadbolt Cafe. Yeah, like I said, I used this basically just for shits and giggles a few weeks ago on a wafer lock. And, I mean, it worked. Was it a few weeks ago or a few days ago? I can't remember. A few days ago seems like a few weeks ago. Anyway, it worked. Nothing to write home over. Nothing to do a video over. Which, by the way, did y'all see the short that I posted the other day? I know a few of you did because y'all commented on it. But see if you can go back and look at the short. If not, go on my Twitter and look that up for the flatulent door closer. That was so funny. My boss been doing this over 20 years. Never seen a closer make that sound before. Praxis Triple Peak Rake all the time works great. Yeah, I'm just not that great on raking. But, only a few can blind pick those. That's how it is when you're doing a lockout. Yeah. Yeah, Rune, you're right. If you come up on this in the field as a locksmith, you just need to break out the rotary pick. It's all fun and games. Still some giggles and shits. Yep. Oh, wow, Gumby. You've got a bunch up there. We may have to start ordering from Canada. Yeah, Alan, I developed an interest in locks wanting to learn how to pick, and that led over time to my interest in becoming a locksmith, thanks in no small part whatsoever to Jason Meeks, SE Lock and Key. I would highly recommend going over to his channel, watching a bunch of his videos. Locks NY does great videos as well. Go over, check out his channel. If you're just now getting into locksmithing as part of the job, check out some of those guys. Rune International covers a lot of the, all his stuff from over in Denmark. Night Owl does a lot of it. A lot of videos he's got on stuff that he sees, technical stuff. So yeah, anybody here just start picking their brain. No pun intended. Found that interest for locks when I was about 2 years old. Yeah, I remember liking keys when I was about that age. All right, so here's some more tensioners that I have. Just side tensioners. I can probably get rid of a few of these. This one I use. This one I use as well a lot. It's a little bit thicker. And one end is full width. And the other end I have tapered a little bit. This one has a little twist in it. For that end, probably don't need it. I'm going to set it aside. This one's a little bit thinner but wider. This one's small and very thin. And this one I made homemade. It's flat this way and then also angled that way. Probably keep that in place just because it's kind of redundant with this one. And then these two tools as a locksmith definitely need to have in your pocket if you're doing field work. If you're doing institutional stuff, then probably won't need this. But this is the Better Resetter. And Night Owl, I thank you every single time I use these. I've used this tool so many times. I used it a couple times just in the last few weeks. It's so great to reset the quick set smart keys. Just really awesome. Makes it quick. That's the only way I do it. And then, of course, your quick set tool. The reason why I carry this in my pocket, why I started carrying it in my pocket, is when you're doing a rekey and you take off a knob, something similar to this, a quick set knob. This isn't quick set knob, so you wouldn't take it apart the same way, but you get there and you go to put it back in the door and realize that the way the spindle and everything needs to go in makes the cylinder upside down. Instead of having to go all the way back to the truck, removing everything, flipping the cylinder around, putting it back into the knob, put the spindle back in, go back into the house, remount it to where it's the correct way. You've got this little tool right here, and you can just grab it. You can see there's fresh grease on it because I used it to do just that the other morning. Put a cylinder in upside down. I'm not going to leave it like that, so I changed it right there instead of having to walk all the way back to the truck. Let's see. Let's look through. Schleg replied to that tweet with the supply chain, blah, blah. Yeah. Also changed the social media people. Yeah, Jason, we actually have a really good relationship with our Legion rep. We can call him up and ask him stuff. We meet with him kind of regular, actually, and he keeps us in the loop on stuff. So he's really really good to keep up with. I know some of y'all don't really like Allegiant, but we use a lot of Allegiant stuff. I may have mentioned it before. That we, with Allegiant, we do some business, and we do a little bit of business with Allegiant. But our rep, and I think from what I'm learning, I think that the rep makes all the difference in the world, as far as what you're able to get and how you're able to get it. And I'm wanting to get one of our reps to come on live with me one day, one Saturday. And if I'm able to make that happen, I will be sure to let everybody know ahead of time, especially, for other locksmiths who, maybe don't have a good rep to work with. We can come in together and you can maybe ask them some questions. So I'm going to try to work on that and make that happen. Hopefully I'll be able to make it happen. I mean, is that something y'all would be interested in? Is having one of our distributor reps come on. That way we can have like a live chat. Let's see. Which end do you use for the new SC1 smart key? Ooh, that's a good question, Anthony. Which one? How do you reset the new SC1 smart key? Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I will try to work on getting the person I have in mind. I'll send him an email today. Actually, I have his email address. We're gonna try just to see if we get anything out of these. Because I don't know who installed them. These asses. We're replacing these with a different keyway. It's not a restricted or secure keyway, but we're replacing them with something. So let me get the camera angled a little bit. Be nice to have one for the commercial side, but I'm okay without another idiot popping in unannounced. I don't know if you're talking about having one on my live, Jason, or just having one in your area. But yeah, I mean, that's actually the reason why, kind of why my boss doesn't do much with IDN, because our rep, he was telling me that the rep here for IDN that he dealt with would call him up and say, hey, here's something you might want. And it's stuff that was announced by IDN 2 or 3 years prior. and it was just out of date information. And, the guy was just really, really behind on things. And, if you're doing a lot of business, you don't want somebody who's 3 years behind their own company. So, yeah. All right, Jason. I'll see you later at your live. James Randolph, that's not good. Yeah. All right. Good luck to you, James. Let's see. Locks NY, that's a really good deal with your IDN distributor. I mean, that is really good, relationship with him. Dedication on his side. Let's see. No, you won't. You have to clean. I'll be there, Jason, by God, just to prove a point. I have you on when I'm cleaning. But I'll be there in the chat. I'll make sure I show up. Yeah, Alan has a great IDN rep. That's good. Yeah, I mean, and that's, sort of the thing with anything. It depends on your rep and who you deal with. And so I'm actually going to email today, I think, the one of the reps that we deal with that I know, that I've gotten to know since doing this, and hopefully be able to get him on live with us one day. All right, so this thing does actually work. I'm only going to spend a few minutes trying to pick it. Let's see. I need a different tensioner for this. All right, and that's about how long I would spend picking it in the field as a locksmith. I know Rune wouldn't waste that much time on it. Most locksmiths wouldn't. I just want to see if this lever cylinder gives anything any different. Let's see. Oh, the guys from New York that are here, I have, or the general New York area that are here today, I have a question for you. Can you please define a slam lock for me? I had a customer tell me the other week that slam locks are very, very common, and slam locks are both apparently by her description, slam locks are both a noun and a verb because you slam lock a lock or you slam lock the slam lock. Please define that for me. I've never heard of it. Never heard that terminology before. So yeah. Tell me what a slam lock is. Let's see. Yeah, US lock. You guys talking about US lock? From what we've kind of heard, they're on the way out. As Home Depot Pro is, US lock now. And ours, we go to a lot if they have what we need, just because it's literally right down the road from us, one of their distribution points. So we can go by there and pick up stuff if they have it, but a lot of times they just don't have it. Slam lock is a Seagull style rim lock that is able to lock automatically. Okay, gotcha. I figured that was a New York term because this customer was from New York and had never heard of a regular deadbolt before, and also wanted a deadbolt that had the buttons on the side on like the edge of the door to be able to lock and unlock the levers or the knobs. But okay, the Seagull slam lock, gotcha. Self-latching deadbolt style, gotcha. Okay, I will keep that in mind for the next time that I get a customer who's wanting a slam lock. Yeah, this shit ain't picking. Didn't expect it to, but it ain't gonna get picked today. I will probably send these along, because I've got a couple ASSA cylinders in my collection, that people were generous enough to send to me, so I will probably send these along after the first of the year, to a few people, if that is practical. I only have one key right now. I may be able to get another key. Let's see. The Yale style latch that auto locks. When the door blows closed and they say, "Oh shit." Yep. That's pretty much it. A locksmith moneymaker. Yep. Let's get wound up here. I told y'all there wasn't going to be much action today. Hopefully looking through my pick kit kind of gives you a little bit of a clue as to... Jeez. Don't rock the boat, Tim. Dang. Okay. An American ASSA with a key. Twin 6000 was popular. Okay. Rune, I may set one aside for you. If I can get another key, or I may set this one. One of them I've got is already spoken for. Because you don't see, in Logsport at least, I haven't seen that many people with the lever cylinders. So I'm going to send a couple of those out. First of the year, I'm going to start sending some stuff out. Right now, I don't think it would be a good idea to try to ship anything. And I know, unfortunately, as Pocket Women and some of y'all earlier in the chat were saying, right now, the U.S. and Australia's shipping is really jacked up. Can't do it. So, anyway, let's see. Do you have an email address? Yes, Alan. My email address is lockpickingpatrolman@gmail.com. So you can email me at lockpickingpatrolman@gmail.com. I'm also on Twitter under lockpickingptln. Those two places are the only place other than YouTube that I am, that I'm at. But yeah, feel free to shoot me an email. If there's something that you want me to try to do on live or do a video on, even if I don't know that much about it, I can at least bring in somebody else to be able to explain it a little bit better. So yeah. Let's see. The other log that person was asking about is an entry function. Yeah, Night Owl, That's soon as she said, well, where do the buttons go on the side of the door to lock and unlock the knob? I said, you're thinking of a mortise lock. And that's going to be a whole lot more money than what I quoted you for new Schlage knobs and deadbolts. Deadbolt Cafe, a lever cylinder. One of these. People call them kick cylinders, key and knob, key and lever. We call them lever cylinders at the shop. Because a kick cylinder, I don't know. I've called them kick cylinders before, but yeah, that's what it is. Let's see here. Cool. Pocket Women, thank you for sharing all the links today. Thank you for that. You and Night Owl are really good at sharing those links. Rune as well. Thank you. Let's see here. All right. So, you've basically been listening to me ramble for about an hour. Showing off my pick kit and me showing that I really can't pick ASA cylinders. And yes, I know I say ASA. Some people say ASA. I know the company says ASA. I've been through enough classes now in person, presented by ASA Abloy employees. And yes, I realize that I'm just butchering it. I can't help, I may be a little more cultured than the typical Southerner, but I am still a Southerner. ASA. There's another word with ASS, and you just put an A on it. Works for me. Most of them should be kicked into the recycle brass bin. The problem is there's so much steel, like the anti-drill plates and stuff. We would have to completely disassemble these and pick out all the magnetic bits because the recycler that my boss uses, they won't take dust. So, like all the shavings from the key machines, if you dump that in the brass bucket, they sift it out. They put it on a metal screen and sift out all the dust, or they use a vacuum or blower system or something like that. But yeah, they sift out all the dust, and then, however many pounds they're able to remove with the magnet, they subtract that from the total. So you really are limited to pins, things that a magnet will not stick to at all, and keys. That's it. Night Owl, didn't you do a video on Seagal rim locks? If not, you should do one. Because you see that stuff every day up there, I know. Let's see. Yep, loved every minute. Cool. Personally, take any opportunity to say ass. Pronounce it however your boss says it. My boss says it asa. I say it asa. I don't care if he makes fun of me. He will make fun of me. If he watches this video, he will make fun of me if he gets to this point. He might turn me off after 5 minutes. After all, he does have to listen to me, Monday through Friday. Let's see. Yeah, Quickset goes to the sink recycling. I think we have to pay them to take zinc from us. No, Gumby, no Mount Brassmore. I mean, we generate a lot of brass. I think the other day, like in the last two weeks or so, we have cut something like 20 or 30 keymark keys. And if you've ever cut a keymark, Medico keymark key, they generate lots of brass. Yeah, Night Owl, I was thinking that you did a video on one of those. Yeah, Locks and Y. Night Owl's got a good channel. Go check him out. Am I drinking Carolina Cold Draft? I don't drink coffee. And I don't drink soft drinks anymore. I used to be a Mountain Dew-aholic. It's been almost a year since I've had a soft drink. The other day, we stopped and grabbed food at a pizza place in between jobs, and went up to the fountain machine, and it said, I pushed the little extra tab that comes off of one of the dispensers for, like what you do for water, did that, took a sip, just about spit it all back out, because it was just straight soda water, carbonated water. This is cranberry juice, so let's see here. You say Asa right. Okay. Well, Rune, I will take that as being authoritative, because you are from the land of Ruko, the land of Asa. So, thank you. I will take that as your blessing that I say Asa correctly. Helping a locksmith's grandson sell his old stock. So many cut keys. Deadbolt Cafe. With cut keys, I mean, it would depend on what kind of keys they are. If, like, if they're factory setup keys, like these Schlags, factory pre-cuts that would come with, a new deadbolt or a new lock from Schlag, you might be able to find somebody to buy them. Just depends on what they are. You might have some lock sporters out there in the community that would want to buy some pre-cut keys. Case if you have people who, have locks that don't have keys, they get them picked, but then they want they want a working key for it. Like this one that one of our reps gave me, this old Russ one I did a video on a while back. The key's blank. The lock is pinned. I still haven't taken it to the shop to decode it and make a key for it. But yeah, I mean, just kind of look at some of the lock sport channels and see if somebody would be interested in them. Let's see. No wonder I'm losing weight. Where am I losing weight from? I wish I was losing good weight. But thank you. If it looks like I'm losing weight, thank you. No soft drinks. Logs and why the coffee gives me the jitters. I can't do it. I used to when I was a kid. I drank coffee like between 12 and like 18. I drank coffee all the time, which is probably why I'm only 5'7" on a really good day wearing boots. Let's see. Cranberry juice with vodka? Gumby? Did you hack into my Siri? Silhouette of a little man? Let's see. Tons of multi-lock and ASA keys. Um, I mean, there are collectors out there for them. Um, let's see here. Yeah, I mean, as far as those cut keys, yeah, just kind of reach out to lock sporters. Um, maybe some of the lock sporters here can, know other people. Um, let's see, I'm trying to think of who else here might know. But yeah, hopefully this will get the word out a little bit. All right, let's see. Face looks thinner. Well, thank you. It does. Actually, I did get a comment that my face didn't look like the face on my driver's license, which the picture for that's about a year old or so. Acid Bloy would. Ken underscore, I never drank it with sugar. I couldn't stand coffee with sugar or cream. Less donuts in the patrol car. Very true. More good food for lunch, though. I mean, the boss and I, we split a pizza the other day. Neither one of us could believe it, but we split a whole New York style pizza. Let's see here. Getting chocolate filling all over. I don't really do sweets anymore. I used to, but I really don't do sweets and candy and sugar and stuff. Okay, Fonzie, you're from Knoxville. Cool. I've got the ex is from Johnson City. I've been to Knoxville a few times, but yeah, the ex is from Johnson City, Elizabethton, that area. I try to just block that part of Tennessee out of my brain now. Dana Reed, flattery will get you everywhere. Is there enough in a pizza to split between? Oh yeah, Rune. There was. Alrighty, guys. It is now 11:11, so make a wish. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate everybody being here. Good to see a lot of newcomers. Thank you again to all the mods for all the links and information. I will try to work on getting somebody to come on live from one of the distributors. One of the reps that we work with. I'll try to get him online on live with us one Saturday. And hopefully, if I'm able to do that, I will advertise on the YouTube community posts as well as Twitter. So please, if I do that, please kind of spread it to some other locksmiths that might be interested in it. That way we can kind of do a live question and answer as well. Because I really think that it's the rep that makes the difference. If you have a lazy rep that is just going to answer the phone when you call to place an order, then you might not be able to get as much. Some of the reps that I've met and talked with, they're like, hey, if you come up on a project, send us pictures and measurements of the door and we'll help you work through it and develop something. Which is pretty cool. I didn't know they did that stuff. So yeah, I will work on that and hopefully try to get that before the end of the year. And first of the year, I'm going to do a shop cleaning video. This year, I know Christmas falls on Saturday. I may or may not do a live either on Christmas Eve or the Sunday after Christmas. Kind because I know most people will be doing stuff Christmas morning. I don't do anything Christmas morning except get up and make breakfast, and that's about it. So anyway, let me look one last scroll through the chat here. Let's see. The wind here sounds terrible. Yeah, all you guys in the lines of these storms, in the way of these storms, be careful today. Please be weather aware. I'm going to be, because it's getting ready to come over the mountains towards me this afternoon. Let's see. And we will be at Jason's Live. I will be there, whether I'm cleaning or not. I will be there. So y'all help make a point of pointing out that I'm there, because I was there, when was it? Last Saturday or Saturday before? Yeah. I think he completely missed me being there. I meant to call him out on that earlier. Anyway, folks, again, if there's anything that y'all want to see, send me an email, leave a comment in this live whenever it gets done doing its thing after the live ends. Hit me up on Twitter, whatever. And yeah, we'll figure something out. Figure out a way to do stuff. So anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Have a great, be safe, weather aware again. So I will try to nail the sign off today. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay out of trouble.